Bob Katter Sr. is one of the most extraordinary political figures in Australian political history. His father was the federal member for Kennedy, the seat Bob Katter Sr. now holds. His paternal grandfather was a Lebanese migrant who owned clothing stores in North Queensland. He was one of only 6 at his school. He's been a labourer in the Mount Isa mines, a member of the Queensland Parliament for 18 years with a stack of ministerial portfolios, but in 2001, he found himself out of sympathy with federal, Liberal and National parties on economic and social issues. He resigned, and now at every federal election, he just keeps winning. The two-party preferred vote in May, 63%. I said last night the news of Hell's Gate Dam project being booted into the long grass would make Bob Katter filthy. And he joins me. Bob, thank you for your time. I'm filthy too, but before we get on to Hell's Gate, you've often told me that there are only 2 incomes this country has, iron ore and coal. Government has sent every other industry overseas. What is our economic future if we continue to demonise fossil fuels?
Alan, I think if you put iron ore, coal and gas together, they comprise about $320 billion. Now, there's another 80 billion. But to give you nothing out of, we sold it for 6 cents a unit. We buy it back in Australia at the present moment for $32 a unit. We sold it for 6 cents. So forget about gas. It's worth nothing to us. It's owned by foreigners. There's hardly any wage structure in gas. So forget about gas. It's gone.
What about net zero
emissions?
emissions?
If you take out the big 3, the next one down.
Yeah, go on.
If you go down below gas, the next one down is probably aluminium, which is about 16 billion. Might be gold, it might be aluminium, it might be cattle, but I think it'd be aluminium, about 16 billion. So in other words, you've got a whole lot of little things and you've got the 3 big giants. Well, too late for gas, it's gone. The other 2, take one of them out, this country. If you want to buy something from overseas, you've got nothing now that we can sell, and we are buying absolutely everything from overseas. The galvanised roofing on your house was all Australian made. It's not now. All the cement was Australian made. It's not now. I mean, that's construction. Motor cars, 72% of them are Australian made. Now, none are Australian made. So you buy the things you build your house with, timber, I forgot about timber, from overseas. You buy your motor vehicle from overseas. I mean, it's pretty, this will shock you, and I really hate to say it because I don't believe it myself, but the Australian Bureau of Statistics has said for over 10 years now, we have been a net importer of fruit and vegetables.
Yeah.
Now, the free marketeers in the LNP government, and why I left my own party, they were running around telling us if we free marketed, that would just be wonderful for agriculture. Well, our cattle numbers are down 20%, our sheep herd is down 72%, and we're a net importer of fruit and vegetables. So it wasn't wonderful for us, it was absolutely disastrous.